I've been dealing with a gamer issue with my Quest 2 controllers of having stick drift on my left controller, which if you've used a Quest 2 controller, I feel like most people have this issue, but it's where you're using your joystick or not using it and you just drift to the side. You just move to one side or the other. You just without wanting to. It just does it for you. I've been doing a technique of cleaning these controllers and making them feel and play like new for a while, and I just wanted to share with you all how to properly do that. It involves taking off the faceplate of this Quest 2 controller and just cleaning it, taking off the joystick, and then cleaning it with some just electrical contact cleaner. You see WD-40, but make sure it's electrical contact cleaner. That's what you want. I'm just going to clean the rest of my controller, so I have alcohol-free sanitizing wipes, and then I use this little brush, or you can use just like a watercolor paint brush to get the joystick real good, and then just my Jimmy Fix-It tool, which I'll use to pop off the faceplate on my Quest 2 controller. And then I got some lovely new extended knuckle grips from KIWI Design that I haven't even opened yet. I think that's what's in this box. I hope it is. But I'm going to put those on after. But let's get down to business. I don't want to break anything trying to get it apart. But yeah, look at that gunk right there from me playing and just your hands and grime get on it. So I will be more or less giving these a wipe down first. Get that gunk off. Alright, so my right controller, like I said, doesn't get the issues, so once I get in cleaning these edges, you gotta really look in these edges right there. They get nasty. And then if you have a tool, without sticking it way in there, just kinda get the one that's on the edge right there. So you don't want to stick it far down in there. You just want to get just the lip right there. Alright, so that controller is ready for the new news. And this is the troublesome one. So I'm going to give it a wipe down first. Alright, so here's the fun part. So in order to get this joystick out, I'm going to be using the electrical contact cleaner to get underneath that joystick. You can kind of just spray it on the sides if you don't want to pop the faceplate off, and just, here, I'll show you what I mean. I'm not going to actually spray it in there, but you can just put it on the sides, give it a couple squirts on each side, and just wiggle it around and work it loose. I do that every now and then, and it works for a couple hours, and then the next day it's right back to drifting again. So I have found this technique of you can pop off this black faceplate, and you got to be gentle with it. It's more or less just glued on with super glue. This really sticky black substance. Once you've done it once or twice, it's a lot easier to come off, but the first time I remember it being a huge pain. So just be easy with it, just work it, take your time. And then it also has 3 prongs all the way around the side, so just keep working on it. Alright, so I got most of it right there. I just don't want to break it, so there we go. Alright, so it popped off, and I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's got these 3 prongs on it too that keep it in place, that just fit in those 3 holes. There's a hole up top there, a hole right there, and a hole right there. That's what those line up with, and I don't know if you can see the black goo on there. It's just on the edges, that glue. So once you've done it once, it's much easier to pop off than the first time. The first time is a pain to get off, and you can just pull off this joystick button. It just comes right off. Some of you can see where it's right there, but I'll use some air to blow in there. I use a plugged in just electrical one. That way I don't use the canned air as much. It's just better for the environment. It's cheaper over time too. But just blowing out the dust and whatnot. I use the Compu cleaner. And it's got all kinds of attachments. It's electrical. It just plugs in, and it's very powerful. I mean, that was just one quick one in it. I mean, you could see it just blew that across. All right, so the next thing I do is you'll take your brush and just kind of gently get the insides right here. Just any debris or anything. Now here's the fun part. You will take your contact cleaner and shake it up. And then you'll get right in there, and you don't want to do a lot. You want to go right on the joystick. And you just hold down the nozzle just a little bit. Alright, there's some. Alright, that's good enough for now. And then you'll just wiggle it around. So I'm pushing down, going in circles. You know how the joysticks actually push down and go down, so I'm clicking it, just working it around. That way any debris in there just is getting worked and loosed with this electrical contact cleaner. So I do that for about a minute or two. I will go ahead and blow the rest of it out. All right, and now you can just put the joystick back on. It just pops right back on. It kind of hurts your thumb how small and pressurized that is, pushing down on it. But it's not bad. You get used to it. So yeah, now the joystick just popped right back on. And you can wiggle it around and whatnot. So now if you had gunk or anything around your buttons right here, I'd recommend going ahead and cleaning it out. But be careful with this metal spring right there as well. You don't want to mess with that. You don't want to bend anything, that's for sure. But then you'll just line this right back and pop it on. Again, if there was any dust or anything, just clean that off. But you'll just line everything back up. And when you have it lined up, I kind of push it in the center first. And then just gently push back on. Make sure it's all on there. You can see it's lined up how it was before. And when I start my game up, it's going to be playing like it is brand new again. It's very nice, very, very nice. So now let's go ahead and put the new controller grips on. I really hope that's what this is, and I didn't have some other package that I don't remember ordering, which has happened before. So these should be just a pair of white controller grips, extended ones with the battery opening from KIWI design. Awesome, yes. And I ordered the ones that have one side, so my left hand or right hand is blue, and the other one is red. So here's the little nice velvet sleeve that goes over the knuckle strap. It's not necessary, but it is a nice addition, and you get 2 of them. So I guess I don't know if I'll need those. It might come with a set. Yep, so I'm getting a new halo rings, so I'm gonna put these to the side. I mean, it's got everything in these extended grip package. I mean, I will always use these. Always. Now, when you put on the extended grip, you won't have to put this plastic piece back on the battery cover, because with these extended grips that has the battery opening on it, it takes care of that entire part. So I don't even mess with it. Which, I mean, you get extra of the tabs for pulling out your batteries. I love these tabs. I don't know if they're already attached or not. And you just get a little pamphlet. But I'm going to put that in there for the moment. And now let's get out these white ones instead of the black. I want to see what these look like. Oh, yeah. These are cool. I like this. That's cool. So the right hand is blue and the left hand is red. I like that a whole lot. Awesome. Alright, so thankfully I don't have to put those tabs in, because with the battery opening, it already has the tab in there. So this tab is going to be helpful for pulling out batteries, which you'll see. So first, I'm going to put this to the side, since I'm not going to need those. And then this just slides down in there. And make sure you're doing the right controller for the right thing. Make sure your tab's out so it doesn't go behind it. Alright, so that's good. Make sure this lid is not on that joystick pulling. When you push down, you'll hear it click. I don't know if y'all could hear that click, but that's letting you know it is locked into place and good to go. And then it just straps on right here. Oh, these are nice and tight as a toiga. The other ones I've had for months and months and just wear them out, and I can't believe with how much I use my VR headset that it has no signs of wear and tear. Except, I mean, you can tell I've just opened this part up a few times, but they're still beautiful, very well put together product. Alright, so now here's where you put the battery in. This is what the tab. So, which I love these Duracell Optimum batteries. I feel like they last really long. If I don't use them, I use Energizers. Alright, so they go in there and you put the tab underneath. So I'll put it flush behind and then push those in. That way the next time you go to pull out your battery, you can just pull on that tab to pull it out, and it's very nice and easy to get out. And then the battery compartment just closes, and you don't even notice that the rest of the time. So let's put on these. These are the Halo ring protectors, and it says what controller it's for. It's got an L. So I'm going to put this one on. It just goes around. Nice. Alright, now here is the left one. I'm loving this white. Oh, I like that a whole lot. And this is a very nice, I mean, it's padded right here. I just love these. I honestly, I can't get enough of them. And it's cut out perfectly. If you use some other ones, not this brand, but other brands, I had issue with the plastic or the silicone or whatever this is sliding down over the buttons and not staying in place. For the 3-4 months I had my extended ones, I never had that issue. You can adjust this strap. It's very nice. You can actually tighten it right here as well. There's a button you push and you can pull, and it tightens up the hand strap. So if it's a little too tight or too loose, you can adjust that. I love it. I love these. Cool. So my left hand is clean, good to go. I'm just going to put the right one on. The blue. But again, I'm going to open this battery compartment up. Make sure that pull tab is out to the side so it doesn't go behind. Cool, cool. Again, you want to make sure that this is not going to push on your joystick when you're pushing it up. Make sure that's still out. All right, it should just slide up and click in. All right, so I don't know if y'all heard the click. It did click into place. I don't know how they do that so well. Because, I mean, when I'm trying to take off that battery compartment on just the regular controllers, I always had a hard time getting them on and off. And this somehow they've made these so they just slide on pretty easily. And again, these just go on. Buckle up my suspenders on my here controllers. Sweet. And now my other battery, if I can get it out. Again, you'll push the tab down flush against the backside of it. That way it's underneath the battery when you go to use it the next time. Sweet. And then that just falls on down in there on the side. I like to put this tab in between the controller and the grip. There's like a little edge that this slides into just enough, and that way it's not bent or pushed up and poking out. And that's it. So now your controller's all cleaned. These are going to play like new. I cannot wait to try out these beautiful white ones. Well, first I actually need to put the halo ring on the right one. But even before, I mean, they feel nice. I'm 6'2", barefoot. I'm a rather large person. I've got decent sized hands, and these extended grips just made all the difference in the world. It just feels much more natural, way more comfortable with my hand, and I absolutely love them. Again, you can tighten it on your wrist. You can adjust the hand straps if need be. I do want to show you these velvet-like sleeve covers that you can put on the grips. I had on my other ones. So here's my old black ones. So you can see that this just goes right over this if you wanted it. But I like the way this feels. But for the video, get those old ones out of the way. And that's it. It's just it's softer. If you don't like the texture, that smooth texture, you can get the cloth. That's I mean that's all it is. Oh, that feels nice too, though. Well, that's it. I can't wait to stream some Half-Life Alyx tonight. We're going to continue playing Half-Life Alyx. If you have any questions on cleaning it, feel free to reach out. Comment, message me, Discord, on Twitch. But again, the main component of this is the electrical contact cleaner. So make sure it's the electrical contact cleaner. That's just the brand, but don't get regular WD-40. Get the electrical contact cleaner. I can't say that enough. It's for the electronics. And that's more or less it. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope it helped. All right, take care, y'all.